I mean, look, you know why we here, man. A lot of stuff is going on with the Philadelphia Eagles, and we going to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, Ruben Frank, I love the guy, man. In the Eagles' first 1,285 games, they allowed 8 quarterbacks to complete 80% of their passes. In the Eagles' last 5 games, they've allowed 4 quarterbacks to do it, 80% of their passes. Worst defense of all time. Thomas Peterson, my guy, the Eagles have the highest team pass rush win rate in NFL through 7 weeks, but you can't do nothing with that playing a soft zone. So we're not even playing to our strength as this. And this is what Fletcher Cox was talking about. You got me out here running around, shadowing running backs when I should be chasing the quarterback. Makes no sense at all, man. Let's get to it.
Makes no sense at all. You already know the vibes, man. Of course, as always, I gotta let you know, man. This video is brought to you by Manscaped. Big Manscaped in the building. Make sure you use code Brunson, save 20% off, and get the free shipping. And the free shipping I for that for y'all. You know they got the lawnmower 4.0s, all type of products out here. Hold on, man. Listen, I don't even want to just be talking about it without putting it up there sometime. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and grab that, man. Holiday season coming. I'm pleased to announce the partnership has been extended to make sure you guys get what you need this holiday season. So you know the vibes right now. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about, what's really the issue with the Philadelphia Eagles, in my opinion, and some of the stuff that's going on. Can I get a thumbs up if you guys can hear me loud and clear? I got a new mic set up. The mic is way too sensitive. You can hear a car driving down the street sometime. You know what I mean? But yeah, you got to talk about it. It makes you feel better. I thought about moving my setup to the couch over there and having a real good therapy session about it. But it's wicked out here right now, man. It's wicked out here right now. You see it. You see it. And over 1,200 games. Who knows how many seasons that is? I didn't even do the math or do the calculations on that. And over 1,200 games, the Eagles have only gave up an 80% passer. You know what I'm saying? Only gave up an 80% passer a handful of times. What, 4 times? In the last 1,200 plus games. Let me tell you how crazy that is. If you're going back that far, you got to understand that it really wasn't even a passing league. Meaning that guys were going out there throwing the ball like 20 times a game legit. So you have a better chance back then of a guy going 80% because it's not a passing league. We did it 4 times in the last 5 games, I think, yo. 4 times in the last 5 games. This is hands down the worst defense the Philadelphia Eagles has ever presented on a football field. Hands down, ladies and gentlemen, man. Let me get to some of these comments real quick. My guy Byron Dancy, thank you for popping in, man. What up? D Aldridge, what's going on? Enrique, what's good? What's good with you? What's good with you? You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And then you see Fletcher Cox, and now if some of y'all didn't understand what he meant by his comments, now you can kind of put it in perspective. Shout out my guy Robert Peterson, man, for getting that all 22 film that I was able to borrow off him real quick and put it up there. You see it? The defense is in shambles. In shambles. The highest win rate on the defensive line out of anybody in the NFL as far as pressures are concerned, but we're getting torched because we are being taught to play a soft zone. You gotta understand it, what you're really looking at sometimes before you start pointing blame on certain players. Fletcher Cox is being asked to disengage from the defensive line and do the Cupid shuffle with running backs. We wasting his time. And we wasting our time. So I'm at the point with this, man. This is where I'm at with it right now. Trade these veterans, let them go somewhere else, and let them go be productive. We ain't even letting these dudes be productive. This is the worst defense we have ever had in everybody's lifetime that's watching me right now. The absolute worst. You know what I'm saying? And you can't even dispute it. It's the worst. The worst. And I don't even want to talk about Nick Sirianni. I don't care about, I don't even watch the press conferences anymore. Because what am I going to learn from that? I'm watching Brandon Staley, a coach that, I think he absolutely nothing, man, but the same stuff that's being said, man. Absolutely nothing. LBs are not filling the gaps for sure. Yeah, and then my guy Mike, I talked to Mike the other day. He really brought like a good thing to my mind. He was like, yo, listen, man, like I think the scheme is built around, linebackers. You gotta have good linebackers to run the scheme that we run it because they gotta be able to cover. Now, if Jonathan Gannon knew that this was the scheme he was going to go with, that really depended on, your linebackers, being able to cover and move around, then why in the hell aren't you drafting linebackers that you think can implement your scheme? If you need a linebacker rich core, if you need a great core of linebackers to run your scheme, why aren't you picking linebackers then? Why are you settling if it was already on the roster? Why are you settling for it? It absolutely makes no sense at all, man. And then, to be honest, man, the Philadelphia Eagles can't even afford to bench Jalen Hurts. Even if I thought Jalen Hurts was the problem, benching him don't help. You can't afford to bench Jalen Hurts. I'll tell you why. Now, say you bench Jalen Hurts. A lot of people think he needs to be benched. But as I just pointed out to you, that the defense is basically non-existent. We ran the ball one time in a game this year. As much as you could talk about all the other things that could contribute to the team losing, everybody wants to pinpoint things about Jalen Hurts, but you can't bench Jalen Hurts. You're going to bench him for Gardner Minshew? What are you really expecting out of Gardner Minshew? That same highlight that they keep showing y'all of him dancing around, tap dancing around, evading Denver Broncos linemen, that ain't about to happen every week. That's not about to happen every week. Y'all got to be kidding me. Y'all got to be kidding me if you think that Gardner Minshew is about to come out here and overcome the bad coaching. Nobody can overcome this type of coaching. Nobody. I don't give a damn if it's Tom Brady, Johnny Unitas. Nobody can overcome this coaching from a player standpoint. From a player standpoint. You bench Jalen Hurts. Now, say what you want. A second-round pick is a high pick in the National Football League. You bench the quarterback that you spent a second-round pick on this guy. A high pick. You bench your quarterback. What do? You go draft another quarterback? I know that's the speculation. What do? You can't even afford to go get Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson either. Technically, you can. You got the assets, but how will the rest of the team suffer? I've seen Deshaun Watson operate in teams that don't have all the pieces around him. He'll look good, but the team will still be 4-12. And they're going to be saying he need help. You got to build this thing. You got to build this thing. You have to build this thing. You drafted these guys. You got to make it work. You got to get the resources. See, this is what I like about what the Philadelphia 76ers are doing. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the Philadelphia 76ers as well while we're here. This is what I like what they're doing. Ben Simmons has an issue. The team put him in counseling. You can't mentally, they don't want to trade him. They don't want to trade him, obviously. Or they tried, who knows? But hey, we're going to keep him, so we're going to do what we got to do to fix him. We're going to do, well is good. We're going to do what we got to do to fix him. And I ain't mad at that approach. You got Jalen Hurts. You need to do what you got to do to fix the offense. Because you did him no favors by not running the ball. He a young quarterback. How could any young quarterback survive like that? You got to get Howie Roseman out of this organization or we're going to continue to suffer. We are. Benching Jalen Hurts, the dumbest idea ever. The head coach needs to be fired ASAP. Yeah, listen, we're going to talk about it. 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 I think Gannon and Sirianni need to be fired. I think Gannon and Sirianni needs to be fired at the end of the season. The level of incompetence is just remarkable to me. It's remarkable. It's remarkable. The level of incompetence. It's like it's the biggest scandal in the world because you got a quarterback who's the poster boy for the scapegoat campaign. He's the poster boy. If you're looking for a way to listen, he is the perfect scapegoat for this situation because a lot of people don't even have the football IQ to see what the coaches are doing. So we're going to use the scapegoat. But Jonathan Gannon, my God, is the worst defensive coordinator in the National Football League. The worst defensive coordinator in the National Football League. Not even playing to his strengths. Why are you sitting back in the zone knowing that your defense is getting this type of pressure and this type of efficiency? Why aren't you trying to play man to make quarterback throw ball? Make somebody beat us. Don't let them. We've been laying down and letting people beat us. This scheme is so bad, we've seen linebackers on Tyreek Hill. Every time Alex Singleton walk into my camera or my TV, he either falling, he either getting beat over pursuing. Come on. Come on. Look at the body language of these dudes, man. Look at it. Look at it. And if you can't, if the body, if you listen. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a bean. My street IQ is just off the charts. I could tell by your body language if you want to be here or if you're really serious. We could just tell sometime. And I said this in the live stream during the game. I said, look at their body language. They lethargic. They lethargic. You know what I'm saying? But can we at least call one blitz a game? That's what Manja Biz said. It ain't even about the blitzing at this point. It ain't even. We got bigger issues than blitzing right now. We are dropping back in the vanilla scheme defense and letting teams have their way. Derek Carr, 90%? Come on, bro. Who are we? Who are we? Watson traded to the Dolphins. Did that happen? Let me check my phone. I didn't get a notification on that. That's cat. You know what I'm saying? Who are we? Hip Hop News Uncensored, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Love the content. Jalen is the guy. He just needs a defense, a solid running game. He also proved he can run a pro-style offense, but don't believe the Philly media lies. I agree wholeheartedly. You listen. We saw in the first drive against the Raiders how efficient he could be if you give him a pro-style offense to run. You know what I'm saying? That should just debunk that he only could run an RPO. It don't even make no sense. It doesn't make no sense. It don't make no sense, man. And these dudes, I get so tired of hearing the lies from some of these dudes, man. I get so tired of hearing it, man. You can't convince me that this dude can't play the quarterback position. But you can see that Jonathan Gannon and Nick Sirianni can't coach at this level. You can see it. You can see it. And then the NFL got the nerve to be asking Mike Tomlin about a college job. Why the hell? Mike Tomlin, he's getting questions about, is he going to accept a college job? What is Nick Sirianni getting? A free pack of t-shirts every week? Nick Sirianni getting cool t-shirt sponsorship deals every week. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Makes no sense at all. Dolphins agreed on a trade with the Texans, but waiting on Goodell to accept it. I mean, and they doing. I kind of think they doing Tua dirty. If you want me to keep it 100, I think you're doing Tua dirty in that situation. Tua in the last couple games took the lead late. The defense couldn't hold up. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Jameer? You ain't missing much, man. We've been here 13 minutes. We're about to get into the swing of things. You know what I'm saying? He just have to get his lawsuit settled. I mean, listen, man. Bringing Deshaun Watson over here with these coaches wouldn't help you at all. Wouldn't help you at all. We would have ended up in 2 years, Deshaun Watson would have been doing what he's doing right now. Holding out, waiting for a trade. Holding out, waiting for a trade. He would have been doing the same thing he's doing in 2 years. The incompetency just hurts my head when you're talking about these Eagles head coaches. It just hurt my head. You saw Sirianni talking about flowers and fertilizer just now. Kirsten, don't. Kirsten, please. Please. I am not watching another Nick Sirianni press conference until the team win. Flowers and fertilizer? He's a gardener? Okay. He thought he was filling out an application to be a gardener. He thought he was going to work in lawn and garden and in Home Depot and Lowe's. That's what he thought? Makes more sense now. Makes more sense now. Makes all the sense in the world now. Okay. He thought he was going to be pushing daisies. Makes more sense. Pathetic. Coaching staff is pathetic. LB, we need every single one of these draft picks. Every single one of them. And Howie Roseman ain't going to get the job done, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you right now, man. I've been taking up for Howie Roseman for a very, very long time. I have zero faith in Howie Roseman. Zero faith in Howie Roseman being able to do what he's supposed to do with these picks. Our head coach is talking about flowers. I'm going to give y'all a story. One of my little cousins, he used to play Little League. Two brothers. One was in the game playing. The other one was so disinterested in football, he was on the end of the bench. Guess what he was doing, y'all? It was some grass on the end of the bench. Guess what he was doing? Playing with the flowers. My uncle was disgusted. Uncle Leroy's son, playing with the flowers. Fast forward now, he has no interest at all in football. He's a flower man. And this is our head coach. It's our head coach. Well, thank you for the super chat. I'm disgusted with this coaching staff as a fan who goes out and supports this team week in and week out. Our coaching staff is completely lost and confused. Completely lost and confused. Completely lost and confused. Completely lost and confused. I mean, Nick Sirianni said he doesn't even worry about the game plan of the defense. Then he came back and tried to clean that up. I wonder what the flower analogy was about. Come on. 2018, the year we won the Lombardi. Why are you telling me that? Jeffrey Lurie is the main problem. I don't think Jeffrey Lurie is the main problem, but Jeffrey Lurie is a really, really big piece of this problem right here. Like, just sell the team, bro. Sell the team. Jeffrey Lurie's his friendship with Howie Roseman is so bad for the organization. It's so bad for the organization, everybody can see it. Howie Roseman is completely untouchable. You fired your Super Bowl winning coach to please Howie Roseman. Then you let Howie Roseman pick thing one and thing two to run our team. To run our team. You went from Miles Sanders to not getting no carries basically the first 7 weeks. You went to Fletcher Cox running around here playing, protecting the flats against running backs. What if they would have threw it to the running back? What the hell was Fletcher Cox going to be able to do in open space one-on-one with Kenyon Drake? That's not even a good matchup. It just doesn't make sense. Well, it makes more sense if you're going to do something that dumb to bring out your edge rusher, Sweat or what's the homeboy name that just get penalty after penalty? Derek Barnett. Makes more sense to have one of those guys do it. Just the lack. And I know Fletcher Cox is saying something in these meetings. I know some of these players who won the Super Bowl are questioning the game plan. It's so flawed. This is the bottom line about the game plan. The game plan is so flawed, ladies and gentlemen, that I cannot even begin to evaluate Jalen Hurts. I can't do it. It's unfair. I can't begin to evaluate nobody on the defense for real. Only conclusion I could come up with is that the linebackers suck. That's the only thing I can come up with is that the linebackers are garbage. The only definite thing I know is that the linebackers are bad. I can't even blame Jalen Reagor at this point. And I was hard on Reagor. Look at the offense he in. Everybody will go somewhere else and be way more successful. Everybody. We've turned into a dark pit of the NFL where no players absolutely probably want to come around this coaching staff. Come on, bro. I can't evaluate nobody. Who you want? I can't. Now at this point, I think people are just saying Jalen Hurts is trash because they just need to be angry about something. So that's the easy thing to do. I get it. But how can you realistically evaluate somebody not being put in the best situation to succeed? Some of y'all get performance appraisals at work. Some of y'all work involve a computer. But if you ain't had a computer for 6 months at your desk, how can they fairly evaluate your performance without giving you the tools to succeed? Yeah, look at Ertz's first game. Longest touchdown pass of his career as soon as he got the hell out of here. Look at his first game. You're absolutely right. You on the money with that. You are on the money with that. Philadelphia sports fans have become blind to the obvious at this point. It's all about the hate train. It's fine, though. I understand that when you don't completely understand what you're looking at, you just do what everybody else does. I get it. Which is why the human brain tells you that if a crowd of people start running, you get up and run too. You might not even understand what's happening. You get up and run too. Fans be blind if they think this team is better without Ben Simmons. Blind. Because I'll tell you what, the Philadelphia 76ers need Ben Simmons the facilitator, Ben Simmons the rebounder, and Ben Simmons the defender way more than we need the Ben Simmons with the jump shot. Look at what's happening with Joel Embiid. He can't buy an easy bucket. Look at Joel Embiid last games and look at the field goal percentage. Didn't Embiid had 14 points last night or something like that? Look at how hard it is for Embiid to put the ball in the hoop without Ben Simmons on the floor. Look how hard it is for everybody to put the ball in the hoop without Ben Simmons on the floor. Look at it. Look at it. Everybody in Philly so worried about the dude being able to hit a three-pointer, but you forgot about everything else he does good. Like pass the ball, facilitate, get the break started, rebound, defend. You got, what's the dude named Ian Quickly out here making Maxey fall? We sweet. We're sweet. We sweet. We sweet. We sweet. What's the Philadelphia Professional Bowling League? I think I want to check them out right now. Because the Sixers and the Eagles and the fan base, the combination of the three, it's ridiculous right now. It's ridiculous right now. It's ridiculous right now. Everybody is screaming for Jalen Hurts to get benched. Well, I tell you what. Gardner Minshew going to come in here and stink it up in his system as well. Y'all like his mustache? That's why y'all want him in the game? Eagles coaches throwing people under the bus, throwing each other under the bus. It's a dysfunctional relationship. It's a dysfunctional relationship. Bench Jalen Hurts, and it's bench Jalen Hurts, and you will suffer for years to come. Years to come. If you can't be patient with Jalen Hurts, then you can't be patient with Nick Sirianni. If you cannot be patient with Jalen Hurts, it's completely unfair for you to say you're going to be patient with Nick Sirianni. Completely unfair. Completely unfair. Gardner is a cop-out to try to save the coach job. Exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Gardner Minshew going to get in here and throw wide receiver screens and piss down his leg. Well, after he get hit a couple times. Come on, bro. We know. They want to throw Jalen under the bus. I'm going to call a spade a spade. I got the feeling that they're going to throw Jalen Hurts under the bus. I think it's a cowardice act. I think it's a cowardice act. Do your job and develop him. Do your job and develop him. Do your job and develop him. What good is it in drafting a dude in the second round and then giving up? Given these circumstances. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Jags had the number one pick in the draft. Minshew was the quarterback. Yeah, Minshew was the quarterback when that happened. And I get the correlation that you're trying to make. But they didn't believe in Minshew. They didn't believe in Minshew. They believed that you had to go get Trevor Lawrence. They believed that you had to go get Trevor Lawrence. I just hate when teams are bullied into making picks like that. Because Minshew wasn't the problem over there. The writing is on the wall for Hurts. Y'all want a microwave championship. That's exactly what they want. They want something quick and hurry. They want a hot pocket. They want a hot pocket. They don't want to wait for the chef to come in there with the parsley and the basil and whip the meal up right. That's not what they want here. That's not what they want in Philly. They want it now in Philadelphia. They want it now in Philadelphia. They don't want to wait. They don't want the meal to be, they don't want it to be, they don't want perfection in the kitchen. They want DiGiorno. And DiGiorno only good after the first bite. DiGiorno don't last that long. It don't last that long. Philadelphia fans are impossible, and I'm part of an impossible group. I acknowledge that because I am a Philadelphia fan. I'm a Philadelphia fan, but I'm not going to let this fan base get away with certain stuff. I'm not going to let them get away with certain stuff. I'm not. The nuances and all the other reasons why the team wants to go in a different direction, reportedly, other than Jalen Hurts, is complete BS. Complete BS. Nick Sirianni, if he benches Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni will. That's a move. Bench yourself. Bench yourself. Bench yourself. What's the disciplinary action for you, Nick Sirianni? What is it for you? What is it for you? You've been worse than Jalen Hurts. You've been worse than Jalen Hurts. Dudes don't want to change their scheme. Dudes don't want to change their game plan. So what they're going to do is give off the impression that he can't run the scheme and the game plan, but Garner probably can. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ruining our young talent. Absolutely correct. I don't believe we should. I don't believe we should give up on either one after 1 year. No, Nick Sirianni got to go. Nick and I got Tyson. I get why you're saying that because it's only 1 year technically, but the things we've seen, Tyson, have never been done from this head coach or this defensive coordinator. The last time the Philadelphia Eagles ran the ball, the few times they did against the Dallas Cowboys, was 88 years ago. The last time it happened in the NFL up until that point was 20 years ago. In the last 1,200 Philadelphia Eagles games, 1,200 plus, we've only given up 80% completion percentage to 4 guys. We've given it up. We've been giving up the draws 4 times in the last 5 games, 80% or more. Who was it? Tom Brady, Derek Carr. Who else did? I think Pat might have got 80 on us. Who else? Somebody else in there. Jared Goff is going to win Sunday. He's going to win Sunday. Jared Goff might be a bum to a lot of people, but if you give him a soft Boy Scout defense, he's gonna throw for 75% plus. Do you understand that some of the things that these two guys, Gannon and Sirianni, are doing are off the charts? Every quarterback is going to eat against us. Everybody going to eat against us, man. Everybody going to eat against us. Goff going 30 for 35 on us. It's likely. Listen, you don't have to just run the ball on us no more. You could throw in. You could have your dream day against the Philadelphia Eagles defense. We sweep. Everybody should be circling us on their calendar. I'm gonna throw for 400 on these dudes. Because listen, if I was somebody else, yeah, they sweep. That's how I would be talking about the Eagles defense. We need a tough head coach, not one that's talking about gardens and roses to our team, bro. You heard him at the press conference today. I'm not watching another Sirianni press conference. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. Fresh fare. You Eagles fans are lucky to have such a passionate content creator. LB know what's up. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not listening to another Nick Sirianni press conference. I mean, I like my brain cells. I like them in the fashion that they in right now. I like them. If I want to do something to my brain cells, I'm going to pop open this 1942. Put it on the rocks. I'm not going to listen to Nick Sirianni. I'm not. I'm not going to listen to it no more. Come on. So you're hoping Nick Sirianni is a one and done? Yes. Yes, I'm hoping Nick Sirianni is a one and done. Yes, I'm hoping he's a one and done. See, my prediction for this season was this, ladies and gentlemen. My prediction was Carson Wentz was going to eat and Jalen Hurts was going to eat. I did not foresee Nick Sirianni and Jonathan Gannon, the combination of the two, being this bad. Now, Carson Wentz is eating. You see Carson Wentz's last 3 games? Any Eagles fan that was a Carson Wentz fan like myself should be very, very proud. Very proud. Should be very proud. I'm so proud of Carson Wentz overcoming what he's overcame. I'm about to look for my Eagles Wentz jersey. I'm not going to wear it. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm just going to make sure I keep it. Because if I ever run into Carson Wentz, I need that autograph. Because ain't nobody believe in Carson the way I do. The only person that I can think of probably is Giovanni. The only person is Giovanni. But I believe in Carson Wentz, and I knew that he would bounce back. Carson Wentz is the definition of coaching matters. Uncle Leroy got to be happy now. Carson Wentz is the definition of coaching matters. Hurts that same way, but you cannot win if you don't have coaches. You can't. Cool Eagle, thank you for the super chat. Dude's literally getting contracts playing the Eagles. We break records every single game, and it's ridiculous. No head coach has ever done this. Conspiracy, LB. I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think these guys are just trash. The real conspiracy will come is if nobody gets fired. If nobody gets fired, he's a one and done. Sirianni is a one and done. To cover his ass, he will bench Jalen Hurts. He will bench Jalen Hurts to cover his ass. He absolutely would. I don't think Doug Peterson benched Carson Wentz to cover his ass. I think Doug Peterson benched Carson Wentz to try to make a late run at the division and give Carson Wentz that time to sit down. Listen, the benching of Carson Wentz helped him in the long run. Look at what he's doing over there. Look at what he's doing over there. He winning ball games. I'm wondering what good coaching prospect wants to come here, though. Nobody, Kirsten. The reports are that if people see Howie Roseman in the room, they go the other way. They go the other way. They go the other way. Nobody, no respectable head coach wants to come here and be around Howie Roseman. Nobody wants to do it. Howie Roseman wasting second-round picks on quarterbacks when you got a franchise quarterback starting, i.e. the Jalen Hurts pick. Howie Roseman is out here picking Landon Dickerson at number 2 when your goddamn linebacking core is trash. JOK, probably the best young rookie linebacker since Darius Leonard. Howie Roseman out here drafting Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? And not to toot my own horn, drafting Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson, it's like choosing a whack content creator over me or Philly 500 or something like that. Or Philly Mike or whatever. It's just crazy. You don't do it. You don't do it. You don't see Jay-Z album next to Tekashi 6ix9ine and you go buy Tekashi's with your last $10.99. And don't make me even talk about DK Metcalf. Please, y'all know how I feel about that. That's a touchy situation. But Howie Roseman rap sheet is way too long for any coach to even think that they can change his perspective on drafting, on anything that got to do with football. Whiteside over DK Metcalf. You got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me. You can't pass an LSU wide receiver. Hold my bear, says Howie Roseman. Hold my bear. Hold my bear. If Clark Kent was in the draft and Howie Roseman had the chance to literally draft a man that could run with the speed of light, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. He would not do it. He would overthink it and mess it up. Goff and Swift gonna make our defense look crazy. Listen, I am so Coach Kirsten, D Coach LB. I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it. Listen, I can't even put it into words right now, dog. I'm so disgusted with this franchise right now for letting the mediocrity grow into this boiling pimple on the backside of a hippopotamus. That's what it is. Our team is beyond shit. It's beyond shit. Our team is the pimple on the hairy ass of a hippopotamus. We are below droppings. We're a zit on a hippo's ass. It's bad, bro. It is bad. And then you got the nerve. You got the nerve to have a press conference. I'm about. It's too early to sip the yak. I got a couple of things to do, man. But then you got the nerve to have a press conference about flowers and tulips and fertilizer and daisies. How can we take this guy serious? How can we say he deserves another chance? No. I ain't going there, man. I ain't going there with it. Bring Doug back. I pray for Doug to come back. But why would Doug come back? Why would Doug come back? Sip the yak. No, I can't sip the yak. I can't sip the yak on camera. You know, I'm respectful. That's the funniest ish I've heard. Man, I don't even remember what I just said. That's what you call passion and raw. None of this stuff down. When I'm feeling it, we're going to talk about it. That's what Lunchtime with the Bullies is about. How we drafted a firefighter. I don't know what Howie Roseman got going on, man. I don't understand. Plot twist, Doug is rehired as offensive coordinator for Sirianni. Why would Doug Peterson do that? Think about that. It's not even logical. No disrespect to you, it's just not logical. Why would he come be the understudy of a guy who can't do nothing right? When Doug Peterson is clearly they need to, they need to hire Doug Peterson to just they need to hire Doug Peterson to be the GM. At this point, the only way you make it right is if you fire Howie Roseman and hire Doug Peterson to be the GM. That's the only way you make it right. The only way you can make it right is if Doug Peterson can take Howie Roseman's job. The absolute only way you can make it right. At this point, give me Eric Bieniemy over Deuce Staley. Dude's got to like the general manager, man. The general manager is the one that's going to call these dudes in for an interview. It's the general manager. And whatever Howie Roseman is saying to these guys, or whatever the rumors around Howie Roseman are, it's not going to work. Listen, you want to know who is stubborn and having their front office changes? The Redskins or the Washington football team. They're very stubborn in the turnover process in that area, and their team has suffered for 30 years. 30 years. 30 years. Gannon's philosophy, as long as they don't beat us deep, give them everything underneath and let them run the ball all day. And they just sit on the sideline with a headset while we pay to look at this and be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Holmes a big geography teacher. Who's a geography? What? My guy down South Eagle, an account making draft picks is buns. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I agree wholeheartedly. What's going to change? What's going to change? What has to change? It has to be a coaching change. I mean, this is blatantly obvious that it's not the quarterback's fault for the shortcomings of the team. It's blatantly obvious, man. It's blatantly obvious that the quarterback does need to be better, though. But if you bench Jalen Hurts, you extend this cycle, man. I'm telling you. You extend this cycle. Because if you bench Jalen Hurts, do you think Howie Roseman not going to draft a quarterback with one of the picks we need? If you bench Jalen Hurts, Howie Roseman is definitely going to draft a quarterback. That's all you need to know about if we're going to waste a pick on the quarterback or not. The benching of Jalen Hurts will tell you so much about this team moving forward. If you bench Jalen Hurts, trade him, bro. Just trade him. Please trade him. Please trade him, man. I want to see him go somewhere else and do well. I don't want to see him right here. I don't believe Sirianni when he's talking about I believe in. I don't believe none of them dudes when they say they believe in Jalen Hurts. I don't believe it. If you believed in him, you would have ran the ball. You would have helped him out. You would have helped him out. Howie contract expires after this year, right? Yeah, but void that contract, bro. Pay him what he's supposed to get. We're a $1 billion organization. Pay his last year off in full. Get him out of here. Sayonara. Need a linebacker at all costs. I agree. Nick just be talking. That's all he do, and I'm tired of hearing it. The locker room seems to be already lost. That happened 2 weeks ago. I knew the locker room. I knew the locker room was lost when Jason Kelsey took his frustration out on Ben Simmons, and that was frustration to me. You could dress it up how you want. Jason Kelsey rather talk about anything besides his team. The locker room been lost. Now Deshaun Watson is gone. I think Tua going to end up in Washington. I think that's a part of the trade. What's going to happen with the quarterback situation in Houston? I think Houston is ready to just rock with Tyrod Taylor for real. I think Houston ready to rock out with the guy that they got. And that's noble of them, and I respect that. And I think that Tyrod Taylor was actually decent this year for them when he was playing. They will bench him. It's not his fault. The media is spinning it always. It's the defense. It's the defense and the offense. It's not the quarterback position. They got Davis Miller. He a bum. Houston gonna draft a quarterback, and they should. They should. You know what I mean? They definitely should. But it's the Dolphins sending our pick that belongs to us to the Texans? They would have to be, right? They would have to be. They send and I don't know how that works. The Dolphins owe us a first-round pick. So obviously, if the Dolphins are about to acquire Deshaun Watson, then them first-round picks going to be going over to Houston. Right? I don't know. Only 2 Pro Bowl draft picks in the last 2 years, and probably none of them on a roster, right? In the last 11 years. None of them on a roster. Jerry Jones always draft better than Howie. His future picks, oh, okay, so it's not, okay, I got you. The heartache and pain I had to bear witness to in Vegas this past Sunday, as the Raiders fans just screamed and cheered nonstop as their offense went up and down the field unstoppably, hurt my soul. I agree, and I was almost at that game. I was about to go to that game with you, Welly. I was about to go. I was about to go to that game with you, bro. About to go, bro. We might have, Lord knows, man. We might have been just getting out the bang this week. We might have had to throw hands with people in there to discuss. I can't sit around that type of discuss, bro. I can't sit around it. I can't sit around it. Yeah, I don't know why Tua wouldn't be a part of the trade to Houston. It's a three-way trade from what I'm hearing. Three-way trade from what I'm hearing. I like the idea of Tua being in the division, honestly. I honestly like the idea of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Thursday, I'm going to be on a podcast, with some great Eagles content creators. It's going down on Thursday. Goat Talk is coming up as well. I'm gonna have the information for all of that stuff. Goat Talk week. We'll fill Mike's channel. We got 5-3 people here. Listen, man, I'm gonna give everybody 10 seconds to stop what you're doing. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I'm still on the road to 20,000 subs, so we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We definitely gonna get there, man. But we're gonna take baby steps, man. Cause y'all know, man, we grow this thing organic over here, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Lunchtime with the bullies, man. Lunchtime with the bullies, man. We got some major people hitting me about, taking lunchtime with the bullies on the road. But I told them this, man. If it can't be authentic and if it can't be how it is, you know what I'm saying? Lunchtime with the bullies gonna stay where it's at. Understand that. Understand we ain't never watering down lunchtime with the bullies. We're gonna keep it official. Bro, it was embarrassing. I agree, I get it. I was having a really bad day until I checked in to watch you, bro. Keep it up. Oh, you was having a bad day, man. Listen, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I hope Eddie Holmes, man. I hope you have a better day, bro. Hope you have a better day, bro. I hope you have a better day, bro. But listen, man. Official video coming later. We're gonna try to knock some more stuff out, man. This does conclude lunchtime with the bullies. My thoughts on a few things. If Deshaun Watson is traded today, and that's breaking news, we're gonna talk about that as well. And we're gonna talk about I want to talk about the defensive scheme a little bit this week, man, how bad the defense is. You know what I mean? I want you guys to get a clear picture of exactly how bad the defense is, man. It's just horrible, man. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And I feel sad for some of the veterans that's still on this team, like Slay and some of them guys that got to just go out there and do what these coaches say. Because coaches coach and players play. But, man, I'm telling you, man, this is horrible, man. Let me know what you think in the comments, man.